everything has been created by Allah. So why not like certain spiritual beings are called jinns, right? They are actually you can say that is their nickname. Like we are called Homo sapiens in science, whereas we are actually humans, right? So those ghosts are actually jinns, spirits, you may say ghosts and spirits. But Allah created all of them, and they actually have to be lived in a certain way that their lives actually follow the true spirit of Quran always. Because when we talk about that there are a lot of beings, living beings, then actually what I am trying to explain is that the very basics, sometimes the very basics are in front of us, but we are not able to perceive them or understand them. And life goes on and we are just busy in our own lives, but we see certain people around us not following the rules of Quran. Actually, they just manipulate the rules of Quran because this should not have been the way as it is. Like for example, if we say that Allah Ta'ala created everybody, okay, and Allah actually owns everything, then I think this is what it is that for example, if we say that, like we were talking about museums, right? We were talking about certain stuff which has some monetary or materialistic value. So who defines that? Like there is so much corruption in the world right now, because like who defines that? For example, I think this will be the very common question in among people, that who defines the worth of money or cash that we, or currency, or our currency that we use wherever we may live? Who defines that? So I think the most powerful people in the world define that, because whenever you are on the top of some certain system, means that, for example, if there were 3 children in a home and they have their own capabilities and they have their own qualities, so is it possible that if A is more powerful in the home, then the whole home will listen to him? Or B is more powerful in the house than all of them, except the, you may say that the people who will there will be people who will oppose him, but the person who is actually well balanced is actually the one who's you may say that a person who is actually balanced is actually on the top of that priority list on nature's preference. And it is actually the nature means that, for example, if we say that there are 3 people in a house, and or 4, let's say 4, so a person who has a very well balanced personality should have been always in the topmost priority. For example, priority means that, I think this example should be explained with the help of a smaller example. If we have 2 brothers and 1 sister, then I think naturally the boys have this kind of personality that they are like to be independent, and they want to work independently, and they would like to go easily outside the home as well. But I think this is a 97 to 95% consensus thought, because not all females are the same, or not all boys are the same. But this is actually the inherent nature. Inherent nature means that what you will be feeling when you are exactly born. Okay, like will you feel disturbance or will you feel peace? This is actually the kind of inherent feeling that is actually built-in feature. Built-in means that default feature. Like for example, if you have a electric switch in your home, and you turn it on, and then the electricity comes in your appliances, then that is not built-in feature. You have actually established the outside function. But if that switch, actually you do not have to just turn it on and off, then you just plug it in and your appliances get on. This is the built-in feature, which is actually very dangerous, because this kind of feature or this kind of nature wherein you do not have a pause switch, it is actually very difficult, because this is the kind of switch which is actually connected to the anger switch in humans. Like for example, you say that there is a person who has a very great self-control, so that person is actually very well balanced. Not that person who is just going to use anger as a means to solve problems. So this is the kind of thing that I want to explain. What is a well-balanced personality? Well-balanced personality is that you should not be feeling always all the time depressed, or you should not be always all the time excited or anger, but you should be feeling well-balanced emotionally.